Welcome back, warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. Today is, of course, is Friday, and you know I like to have a little fun on Friday. Keep things light and happy. So today I want to share with you a Trump ad. Yes, I do. Before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and please hit the notification bell, make sure that it works. And I kindly ask that you watch the video all the way to the very end. And don't forget to follow me on social media as Chat With Me, Linda B. Now, let's get into it.
We are a nation in decline. We are a failing nation. We are a nation that has the highest inflation in over 40 years, where the stock market just finished the worst first half of a year in more than 5 decades. We are a nation that has the highest energy cost in its history, and we are no longer energy independent or energy dominant, which we were just 2 short years ago. We are a nation that is begging Venezuela and Saudi Arabia for oil. We are a nation that surrendered in Afghanistan, leaving behind dead soldiers and American citizens and $85 billion worth of the finest military equipment in the world. We are a nation that allowed Russia to devastate Ukraine, killing hundreds of thousands of people, and it will only get worse. We're a nation that has weaponized its law enforcement against the opposing political party like never before. We've never seen anything like this. We're a nation that no longer has a free and fair press. Fake news is about all you get. We're a nation where free speech is no longer allowed. The economy has been collapsing, where more people died of COVID in 2021 than in 2020. We are a nation that is allowing Iran to build a massive nuclear weapon and China to use the trillions and trillions of dollars it's taken from the United States to build a military to rival our own. We are a nation that over the past 2 years is no longer respected or listened to all around the world. And we are a nation that is hostile to liberty and freedom and faith. We're a nation whose economy is floundering, whose stores are not stocked, whose deliveries are not coming, and whose educational system is ranked at the bottom of every list. We are a nation that in many ways has become a joke. But soon we will have greatness again. It was hardworking patriots like you who built this country, and it is hardworking patriots like you who are going to save our country. There is no mountain we cannot climb. There is no summit we cannot reach. There is no challenge we cannot meet. There is no victory we cannot have. We will not bend. We will not break. We will not yield. Ever, ever, ever. We will never give in. We will never give up. And we will never, ever back down. We will never let you down as long as we are confident and united. The tyrants we are fighting do not stand even a little chance. Because we are Americans, and Americans kneel to God and God alone. And it is time to start talking about greatness for our country again.
Yes, this ad is a year old. And it's one of those oldie but goodies. The good stuff never grows old, right? And I wanted to share it because it's just very authentic. And this was over a year ago before it got really deep into what Donald Trump would be facing himself. And the things that the left try to push off onto the Republican side is just all lies. It's aimed at getting us to fight against each other, which is why I challenge anyone to prove how the political parties switched, because proof is in the pudding. We can argue that this historical reference is not the same as this historical reference, but when you look at the history of the Democrat Party and you look at what they're still doing today, they promote racial division, and they're always accusing the Republicans of what they're actually doing. They do it all the time. They find any little thing that's different between us and play that up to try and get us to be upset at each other. We should know better by now. We are the United States of America. And I love the fact that former President Donald Trump said, we kneel to God and God alone. Religious liberty, free speech. People's accounts are being canceled or their videos suppressed when they say certain things. That's not the party of freedom, Democrats. People can't say what they really want to say without having their accounts suspended. Ridiculous. Dr. Phil recently said that on TikTok, he advertised that he was going to be interviewing Donald Trump. Nothing pro-Trump, just an advertisement of the interview. TikTok wouldn't put it up. So this is what we're facing right now. Our freedoms are under attack. And the enemy himself is used, and I'm talking about Satan, the devil, uses the Democrat Party. That's where Satan lays his head, at the DNC. You know, the party of slavery and Jim Crow and the KKK still provokes and promotes racial grievances by bringing up the past and making everything about race. Everything. A white person can't even have an honest critique of a black person without them being labeled a racist. Like it has absolutely nothing to do with what that person actually happens to be doing. I'm sick of that. And I don't want white Americans to feel like they got to go along with this wokeness because they're afraid to be called a bigot. You're not a bigot because you won't go along with foolishness. You just have common sense. They always want to call someone a bigot. That's ridiculous. So every American, unite. Get rid of the differences. Don't do that. And don't let people call you a bigot just because you want to stand up for what is right. Stand up, stand tall, make no excuses, no apologies. We are the United States of America, and we need to focus on God, not Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not the answer. Only Jesus Christ is the answer. Yes, I got my Trump gear on today, but trust me, my heart belongs to the Lord. You all, I want you to remember to always like, comment, and share my videos. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notification bell. This is where warriors, we come to war in prayer. We're non-violent, but we war in prayer. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, these United States of America. And as I always say, march on, warriors.